after our discussion with Peter Obi, we saw that he understands Nigeria's problems, Sheikh Gumi. As Nigeria continues onwards with the march to what is arguably the most crucial presidential election in her checkered democratic history, controversial Kaduna-based Islamic scholar Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has come out to share his thoughts on the candidacy of the Labour Party flag bearer Peter Gregory Obi. While speaking during an interview with The Sun a few hours ago, Gumi, who rose to national prominence as a hostage negotiator in the north, revealed that his conversation with Obi during the latter's visit to his Kaduna home several weeks ago showed that former Anambra governor has a clear understanding of the diverse challenges currently plaguing the country. The Islamic scholar said, "I remember during my last interview with you, The Sun, I said I was yet to meet with the candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, among his other friends who are contesting for president on other platforms. Luckily, a few weeks after he came to Kaduna and we met alongside his running mate, Dr. Dati, we sat down in front of several people and discussed his ideas on how to solve Nigeria's problems. He was asked if he has been to Kaduna before, and he said he has been attending Kaduna International Trade Fair in the last 10 years. Which means he's very conversant with the state. He told us he's a businessman. From that conversation, we saw that he understands the problems of Nigeria." Well, again, what is in it for you as a person? I think what we can see in this case is Sheikh Ahmad Gumi literally being a Nigerian citizen, not from the stance of, oh, I am this in the north, but from a Nigerian citizen who, in his respective state, has said, well, I'm from Kaduna State and you're going to go for presidency. Let me know your ideas on how you want to solve Nigeria's problems. And of course, do you actually understand Nigeria's problems? And more than that is affiliation with the state. Anything you can learn is obviously the tactics of connecting with an individual more than just the general, him being Nigerian, but he connected with Sheikh Gumi with the fact that you're from Kaduna State and I've been attending the international, fair in Kaduna for the last 10 years. So that obviously, he's shown that he has ties with Kaduna, showing that affiliation, which then gives, psychologically, it does give, any individual, be it Sheikh Gumi, the confidence that, okay, fine, this person is not just president of Nigeria, but his eyes are also, zoomed in on the states as well. And, if he's that conversant or engaging with my state, well, he should have an understanding of, what the state would want, and, let alone as a president. So, if anything, it's a good thing. To be honest, the individual is Sheikh Gumi, and of course, the intention behind obviously Sheikh Gumi is the fact that he's been controversial, and of course, with this news and him sort of in a way supporting or endorsing, Peter Obi, it says a lot. But again, this is somebody whose words you cannot trust. This is somebody, as said in the article, a hostage negotiator, and in that you have seen that there has been so many lapses. For me personally, in the things that he does, there are lapses in steps, lapses in judgment, for whatever intentions whatsoever. But I just personally would take this man's speech with, I would take his speech lightly. I would not take it as seriously as, this is someone I find to be extremely unreliable. So he might say these things. I don't know who he is trying to appease. If he thinks you're going to appease, let's say, Peter Obi fans or, whoever's supporting Peter Obi by saying, well, I see you understand Nigeria's problems. That is not enough. Because it is individuals like him who don't even have to be in government, but can also make progression very hard. And he has shown that so many times that he is not on the side of progression with the things and his actions he has done so far, especially in moments that matter. For example, him being a hostage negotiator, him defending Boko Haram repentant Boko Haram bandits. They're just things that he has said. It's like, okay, fine, we have known your mindset when it comes to, Nigeria's problems. And you have been somebody, Sheikh Gumi, I'm talking about, you have been somebody who has, emphasized and also helped promote these problems in your respective space. And so for me, yeah, I would take this man's speech with a grain of salt, nothing, yeah. Anyways, that is the man we are all rooting for, as someone has said. If you're going to be sincere with ourselves, PO is the best candidate. But realistically, Peter Obi is the best candidate because he's eloquent, articulate, and because the standard has been so low from the beginning, we have to start somewhere. And if we're going to grant, in a sane society, of course, Peter Obi is the best. But, this is what we have and what Nigerians can work with, the best out of, again, we're not in a country where everything is not purely, but to a large extent by merit. So you understand that, okay, fine, if you have somebody like Peter Obi and Tinubu in the same category, you can say, something is clearly wrong. And that in itself is a testament to every system that is, that is existing within the country, in whatever industry, competition wise. You see who's deserving of it, who's not deserving of it, or who has shown competence to be in a place. And if you look at positions, look at nepotism, look at corruption, that is how things have been. You have those who are able to get there with the connections, and those who literally have to work as hard, or even be so obvious and it's so evident to see, wow, this person is fit for this job, but do they get it at the end? No. So what we can see in the presidential scale is literally representation of what is happening on a micro scale and in different systems, different industries, different careers, different, even in our daily Nigerian lives. What we can see in the presidential level is literally playing out, or is a reflection of our society and how it's been working so far. So there is really no surprise anyways. A very good politician meets with everyone irrespective of whatever affiliation the person is meeting with belongs. Absolutely. And again, I'm just saying tactical. I literally broke down how Peter B is trying to connect and how he is, Peter B is not he doesn't appear to be a foolish person and would know who Shiehk Gumi is. So really, it's I guess you're going into a battle whereby you're actually going to deal with, I guess, your enemies face to face, and it's not a physical war, psychological and mental war. Who's going to come out on top, and just play your cards right. To be honest, wrong step. Desperation is putting you to align with terrorists. How many votes do you expect from the bush? I don't think that's what it is. I think he's been really smart. Again, at the end of the day, these are all analysis that we can see from the outside. We are not there during the discussion. Shiehk Gumi can come out and say 1,010 things. As I said, this is not an individual that I take seriously. I do not take the reliability of his words seriously. I don't think he's dependable. His actions have proven it, and his words have proven it. And now again, he's saying things. Well, he can say the right things. Maybe he's also not trying to be under fire for supporting whoever he wants to support. But really and truly, I don't think that Shiehk Gumi has done anything outstanding. As for Peter B, I think he's been very smart. You can engage with people, you do not have to agree with them. If it's a tactic for him to get votes in Kaduna, well, do your thing. You have to adjust to the game of the jungle that he's playing in. So that be it, but really actions matter. So let's see what happens. At the end of the day, the same way you have Peter B saying all these things and him being the ideal, perfect candidate, but really and truly when it gets into power, that's when the work starts. And if he's subpar, well, he will get the smoke as he should. So really, I don't think Nigerians are in a place where we have the patience or the time to start loving up on an individual, even though our actions tend to, show such, where, we praise this person, oh my God, you're so amazing. We sort of, fan over somebody, and then we make them celebrities and we just promote them. I mean, that's how we treat our politics in this country anyways. But really, the work starts when he gets into office. And again, if he does not do well, the way we've praised him, it will be the same intensity with the way we are going to give him smoke. Go there and do your job. But we can't be realistic about the fact that it will be hard. But what do you think about it? And don't forget to like and subscribe.